Okay, so from the top, it's episode 2, Two Israelis, 27 of November. We're in Tel Aviv, Israel, and we're in the middle of a war, a conflict. I don't know if you can call it a war when it's
The ceasefire.
yeah, about that ceasefire. Okay, so let's start from here. At the end of the episode, we'll publish a small presentation of each of us because last episode someone asked for it, and so we'll do it at the end of the episode. But let's jump right into the ceasefire. You told me yesterday that you're kind of against it.
I'm not kind of against it.
You're against it.
100% against it.
Okay. So look at the camera, talk in the microphone, and explain me. Again, we are two Israeli. I'm more a lefty, you're more righty. And the idea is to explain or to make you understand how is it to live in Israel. So we'll just get you in our kitchen and in our daily discussion, and you maybe get to feel how it is to be an Israeli, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That's the point of what we're doing. So, yes.
Can I try to do the intro?
Yeah, do the intro, please.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ronnie's Kitchen. We invite you to hear what's going on in Israel between two Israelis, a left wing and a right wing. So you can see, and we will take different topics. We're going to focus on the war, the ceasefire, the hostage exchange, and then we're going to talk about the future of the government, and we're going to take you along the ride to see what exactly is going on in Israel between the left and the right.
Yes. Did you know that Golda Meir was the prime minister of Israel a long time ago? And did you know that she has this particularity of having a lot of her war meeting, political meeting in the kitchen, which was called the Mitbachon HaMedini, the I don't know how you translate it, but
very cool.
The politic kitchen, the political kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, we're not deciding anything, but we're in the kitchen. So, okay, the hostage swipe, the ceasefire, you're against it.
Yeah.
Why?
100%.
100%. Okay, explain.
I have to caveat first.
Caveat?
Yeah.
Lesayeg? You're okay.
Well, my statement.
Okay.
Because I don't know everything that's going on. They might have some intelligence that I don't have. They might know things that I don't know. The guys who are in the war room and know.
But let's say you have the same intelligence and
so this is a very, very bad deal.
And it's you who's deciding.
I mean, the only reason that they've agreed to release 50 hostages out of the 200 over 200 hostages is because we fight them. So we should continue fighting them, and then get all of the hostages back.
So let me counter that, or do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Obviously we can keep on fighting them. I mean, we're an army. We're over. It's not really a fair fight. I mean, we're not fighting with an army. We're fighting with the rebels. They have small military. How you say? Small guns. I mean, they don't have tanks, air force. So we're winning. I mean, that's not an issue. The issue of winning over Hamas, it's not an issue. It's not even a question. We're 10,000 more powerful than them. The question is, at the end of the war, are we gonna see the hostages, or did the Hamas will kill them. And if you have the opportunity now to stop the fighting and get some of the hostages back home, kids, women, why not? I mean, it's something you get for sure. You're losing nothing.
You are losing. You're losing a lot, because first of all, you got the prisoners that you release. The prisoners that you release will probably, most likely, attack Israel again. Especially now, they're coming back as heroes and they're being praised and being compensated. And this also leads to more people in the West Bank and in the world seeing this and legitimizing Hamas, saying, "Wow, they're so powerful. They're able to negotiate with Israel. They're so powerful. They're able to release their prisoners. Maybe I should join Hamas as well. Look how powerful they are."
Look how powerful they are. Look, you see the Gaza Strip. Nobody's feeling they're winning. I mean, again, it's a war of images and it's a war of media. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at the result of what Hamas is gaining, they gain nothing. I even want to say, you want all the prisoners Israel have arrested along the last years, take them. Take all of them. To me, it's a burden. I have to feed them every day. It cost Israel millions, if not billions, just to take care of them. We're taking care of them in the prisons. Take them. Go to Gaza. Enjoy. Enjoy the life of Gaza.
They don't go back to Gaza.
Wherever you go, enjoy. Have a good night.
They're not gonna have they're spending their time planning the next attack.
All of them?
Majority of them.
Okay.
And if not, they're not, just the fact that they were released encourages other people to join Hamas. This is a big celebration, as you saw.
You can celebrate all you want. At the end of the day, you're losing. What are you celebrating? Again, have you saw the streets of the north of the Gaza Strip after 15 days of war with Israel? Nothing's left. There is nowhere. I'm not saying this with joy. I'm sad of that fact, but there is nowhere to come back. There is no houses. There is no street, no road, no nothing. You're celebrating that? You want more of that?
No, for they don't.
I mean,
this
is counterproductive for the Palestinian people.
That's not how they see it, and that's not how when they talk to their own people. They say, "Look, we're succeeding. Don't be deterred. We will beat the Zionist entity." So for them, maybe it's obvious for you that we're winning, and it's probably the reality, but that's not how it's portrayed there.
But I don't care how it's portrayed. You can, for years we're playing that game with them, like it's that game of kavod. How you say it in English?
Honor, respect.
Of honor, respect. It's a stupid game. The fact that they succeed, they're succeeding, are doing these small swipes. It's not proving anything, and it's not proving that they're winning. You just have to look at Israel, a country. We're living here on that land for the same amount of time, 70 years. Plus minus 75 years is the declaration of independence, and that day that we both people have the opportunity of building two countries, right? We, the Israeli, decide to build a country, and you can come visit, and you will see Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Haifa. You will see a country that is flourishing, a country that is major development in, endless fields of whatever, startup nation, you name it. In that time, in that same period of time, the Palestinians have decided, I don't know, I'm not a Palestinian, but they didn't build a country. And so what are they winning? Where is the win? Where is Palestine? Why is it every few years killing few of us? Is it your big win? Are you winning? You're literally dying. You're in poverty. The Hamas is taking your money, the little that you get from the world. Hamas is taking that money. They're living as billionaire in Doha. What winning? What are they winning?
They have a different definition of winning.
Yes, okay.
So
So losing is winning.
no, they resist the Zionist entity militantly, and they get to be martyred, fighting their just cause.
What is their cause? What do they want?
They want to liberate the whole of Palestine.
And how that goes for them so far? How is this work of liberating is going on?
Well,
How much liberation are they doing?
they
Losing. They're literally, and again, I'm the lefty here. They're losing at liberating. They're losing at everything. There is no winning. The only one winning so far is Israel. So why keep on this madness and going back to the hostages and to the ceasefire? To me, I'm not playing their game. I can have now 50 hostages, children, women. I'm taking it. I'll empty all the prisons. I don't care.
you should care, because first of all, those prisoners, they have murdered and attempted to murder civilians, and they will do so in the future. It will encourage more people to join Hamas and to do terror attacks.
But again, as you were saying and stating, they don't care about it. They don't care. They don't care dying in prison. So why should I? They don't care having this martyr in prison. On the contrary, they're having a good life in prison.
I don't get it. What are you saying?
I mean, if for them the goal is dying as a shaheed, as a martyr, is for them being someone is to get arrested by the Israeli forces because you're attempting at killing someone, and is there, if they don't care ending up in prison, why should I don't care. I don't care if they're in prison or not.
I'm not sure what you don't care about. You care about civilian life.
Yes.
Okay, when they're not in prison, they attempt to
I'm
end
not-
civilian life.
I don't care having them in prison. I'm okay having
That's
them
hilarious.
in Gaza.
You sound like the pro-Palestinians who say, I don't care about Hamas. Let's talk about Israel.
No. Okay. I'll try to make my point more clearly. They don't respect and they don't share, as you were saying, the rule of law. They don't care if they're getting arrested or not. It seems to be like it's not changing their mind, the fact that you are arresting them or not.
Yeah, the arresting is not to change their mind. The arresting is so that it will not hurt more civilians. That's the reason for arresting.
Okay,
Imprisoning.
so I have to be more efficient at protecting my civilians. And as we say, or as we were talking on the first episode, to me, there is a clear path to be made if I want to do that. And it's total separation between both Israelis and Palestinians. And so I don't have to arrest them. I don't have to get there.
What?
Total separation.
You still hold this viewpoint?
Yes, 100%.
It's ridiculous.
Okay? But it's my point of view. And every time you fight at me, I fight at you 10,000 times until you understand that there is no fighting. There is no getting back
I want to challenge your point of view.
Okay.
Do you understand that you can't defend from all angles? You can't be invincible. If you're not the attacker, you don't know the time, you don't know the place, so you always have casualties when you're the one that's doing the defense. So you can't say, I'm just gonna separate myself from them and wait until they attack me and then just attack the ones who attack me. You need to demilitarize and you need to de-radicalize the whole area. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense, but we're not good. It's not working. It's called
We haven't tried it.
It's called the I don't know.
We haven't tried it though.
It's called an occupation. It's what we called here in Israel deoccupation, right? You're occupying the part of the land that you think that you have to demilitarize and change the mind of. And after 50 years of trying that,
No,
you
we
can
haven't tried it.
finally agree that it's not working.
No, we haven't tried it for 1 second.
Okay. I was a soldier in both intifadas. I mean, what?
Okay, so can you tell me one example, one incident when you attempted to de-radicalize anyone, and what was it?
I think Israel tried to get along with some part of the Palestinian, try to create a Palestinian authority, even give them back some kind of power and some kind of authority over part of the land, so they can be seen as ruler of the land, and we both together take care of that issue, right? I mean, that was the...
But none of that is de-radicalization.
Okay. So explain to me the
De-radicalization.
ridiculize?
Not radicalization.
You ridiculous.
We need to stop them being so ridiculous.
we need to switch to Hebrew. It's ridiculous. Yes. So how it looks? We're going back to the same conversation that we had last week.
We just had Elon Musk come.
Yeah.
And he visited Israel. He had the whole Tour de France where he saw Kfar Aza, he saw the houses burned and the cribs of babies with blood. He saw it all. And do you
I saw it, yeah.
Do you consider him as someone that you regard do you have high regards to his opinion?
Not really, but is Elon Musk, so it doesn't matter if I regard him as he has his opinion, so and when he's tweeting his opinion or Xing his opinion, millions of people are reading it, and so is not only very popular, he has a wide range of
So first of all, he made it so you can't say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, as that is a genocide. That is a call for genocide. So that is considered
radicalization, but D.
Yes.
Okay.
De-radicalization.
Yes.
And then after his visit here, he said, and I sent it to you. We should probably see it. He said, yes, we have to kill, and it's a very powerful statement coming from him. because he's against you need to not have hate speech, but he says we need to kill the ones who are trying to murder civilians.
Okay, I have no issue with that. It's obviously that's what we're doing. So that's why they're losing, and that's why I don't care. I mean, we're going back to the starting point. The hostage.
But then he said after that he also said, then we need to work on education, so that there are no Hamas militants or any other terror organizations in the future that are being formed.
The
and
U.S.
then, only then, he said, then we need to work on prosperity. That's the three things he said. But this is the order.
The U.S. tried to de-radicalize Afghanistan and Iraq, I guess, some part of, for 20 years. They try hard.
What are you talking about? You're wrong. They didn't. We had a war with them.
I'm talking about the war on Afghanistan for the last 20 years with the Taliban, and they went with that idea that they will get there, get in those villages, talk to the head of tribe, give them good money, open schools, do everything by the book, and radicalize them, bring them back to the light, to democracy, and it didn't work. It didn't work because at the end of the day, 20 years later, Taliban is ruling over the land. Women are back to their cave, and it's even worse than what it was before. So, and they try with billions of dollars. They give money all over.
No.
So what is your
They
plan?
didn't.
How do you, I mean...
They didn't. And we didn't.
Okay, they didn't.
No.
They actually built schools, compounds.
We also built schools in the West Bank. We
So,
also built hospitals. That's not what I'm talking about.
okay.
You need to have someone who is not afraid to confront people who call to kill you.
But that's another part of the issue. That's not the de-radicalization. That part we're good at.
No.
Killing those who wants to kill us,
I'm not saying kill them. I'm saying confronting them.
we're confronting and we're killing them.
Okay.
I mean,
No, I'm talking about the educators. I'm talking about the people who call for killing us. Not
so in schools,
Yeah.
in the, okay?
Yeah. So let me give an example. I talk to people from the West Bank.
Yes.
They start off by having the opinion that Jews should not be here, either by being killed or they should just go back from where they came from or to anywhere else. That's how we start the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We start talking, and then they change their minds and they say, okay, we can live together here. So to make this process with them, you need to confront this. You need to ask them specifically about this. The problem, the issue that a lot of people are doing, they're talking about history. They're talking about, look at what you're doing to us, and then talk, oh, look what you're doing to us. But if you just stick to the issue, can we live together here? And then what's the path to go there? And then what problems do you have with us living together here? Then you can get there. But you need to confront it, because they will have some issues that they come. They will say, oh, but there's no way for us to live together if you have military rule over here, or you're not supposed to be here because you're not indigenous, whatever it is. You
Okay,
need to
so
confront the person saying, that's what I see a lot in a lot of debates. People talk about, they try to talk about, oh, but it wasn't was it called Palestine? Did you have sovereignty? You didn't have sovereignty here. That's not the issue. You need to talk to them. When the person you talk to, are you willing to live together with us? 2 states, 1 state, doesn't matter. And if they say no, you try to convince them. If you can't, you kill them. If they call to kill you.
again, I mean, we're going back to what we were saying last week, and I think that we're not agreeing on this, but to me we have two examples of how the Palestinians have kind of evolved for the 20 last years. You have the West Bank when you have the PLO, and they're like more on the soft side of the issue.
No,
Okay, and
wrong.
okay, but they're less radicalized, we can say, than Hamas.
No.
A bit less.
No.
A little less. Lessy.
No,
A bit. It's
No.
the same.
it's the same.
Okay. So whatever we tried,
We
because
read the charter last time.
because Hamas is kind of, it was our guys. Yeah, we bring Hamas to the Gaza Strip.
Mm-hmm.
So we try that. We try fight fire with fire. We try to, and it always ends to the same. The fact that
I'm confused. This
Again-
is like a simple solution to me.
no, it's not simple, because again, it's a state of mind. Israelis after the Holocaust. I'm sorry that I'm getting back to the Holocaust. It's not
Mhm.
it's not about making a point of after the Holocaust. Those people came back from nothing. They had nothing, less than, don't even touch it,
Sorry.
less than the nothing.
Yeah.
Generation of people slaughters, and they decide to look on the bright side and to build a country.
Yeah.
At the same time, people with a bit more than them could have built also a country. And in their mind, they were kind of victim of something,
Yeah.
and they decide that no, we're not going to build a country. We're going to keep the key of the houses where we were living before the Jew arrived, which is in Jaffa, in Haifa, in I don't know where, and we're going to be refugees. I spoke once a long time ago when I was in the West Bank with a guy, a Palestinian, and we were talking about theater and culture and stuff like that. And he says, we don't have a theater here. And I say, why? Why don't you make some good thing for yourself? And he say, because we don't want to normalize theater. There is no theater. We are refugees. We want the kids to stay in that state of mind. Refugee. You are a refugee. You are born a refugee, and one day you will go back to Jaffa, to Tel Aviv, to Haifa. That you won't change that. They'll have
I don't want
to do the work.
I know.
You
You're
can't do it for them, because for them, you're the problem. And again, to me, the only solution, and I'm for peace. I've been in peace camp, in whatever you can imagine, I've been there. To me, the only solution is total separation. 20 years, no talking, no nothing. You build a country. You call it whatever you want. We're not talking. We're not friends anymore. No nothing. And then maybe after 20 years of you trying to build a country, trying to get out of this victim state of mind, because you're not a victim anymore. You could have a country. You should have a country. There should have been a country called Palestine for many years now. And the only ones stopping that country from happening are the Palestinians. And you can do nothing about it. You won't be the one who changed their mind. You have to let that kid figure it out. He doesn't like you, by the way. He don't want to talk to you. Anytime he see your face, he's getting mad. Let him forget about you. that's my point of view. It's a sad one, by the way. It's very sad because it's believing at its core that any attempt of communication has been tried and is not working. And it's sad to me. I have very good Palestinian friends, very good. And when I'm meeting with them, when we're in Germany and having a good laugh and coffee and everything, good people all around. I mean, but as entity, those two countries, dude, it's madness. And you want to change their minds. I mean, please, show me the light.
I would respectfully disagree.
Okay.
We also, as you said, were refugees, first from Israel itself, and we do have a thing of not being too happy, even in a wedding. Then we have to break a glass, so we don't forget Jerusalem. It's okay to remember. It's okay to feel your pain in your history. What's not okay is having the intention to militantly attack people to get there. So it's the meaning that you give to your pain or your loss. Now we can't change what they have in their minds.
Obviously.
But just like on Twitter, just like in any country, you can't have hate speech. You cannot call out for genocide. And this is something that you can enforce, and we must enforce.
That's not the issue to me. That's, to me, this is bullshit. This is media, jumbo mambo. Tomorrow there will be another war somewhere. A few days ago, the whole world was talking about Ukraine and Russia. And it was okay to call the Russian Nazi, and it was okay to call blah, blah, blah. And tomorrow there will be a war in wherever. And like always, they will forget about, nobody cares about the Palestinians. Again, I'm not saying that with joy. Nobody cares about the Palestinians. Nobody ever did. It's just, it's a media event. So now it's Israel, now it's Palestine. I don't care. That's not the issue. The issue is the mind of the people that lives, that are our neighbors. And the main issue between us is that you think that you can change their minds. And I think that they have to figure it out for themselves. The Palestinians have to become a country, have to become a people. And for many years now, they have been ruled by mafia. Hamas, it's not leaders, it's not people who want to create a country. They're not having in mind creating a country. It's a mafia. It's a terror organization that lives on the back of the Palestinian people, by the way, make a fortune. And they have another agenda, which is not the good of the Palestinian people. So the revolution has to come from the Palestinian, for the Palestinian, by the Palestinian, and we can't interfere. You can't be part of it, in my point of view. And every attempt of being part of it, Hamas. That's what we've done in Gaza. We have to separate ourselves. 2-state solution, 3-state, 4-state, 5-state, I don't know. Build a wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Give me a wall. Big wall. Bigly.
There was a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
She was saying that somebody ripped off the poster that she posted on some wall, and then she asked them why did you take it off, and they told them about somebody that they know that was hurt here in the West Bank. So she told them, why don't you put your own poster? Don't you believe in a 2-poster solution?
Yes, exactly. Put your posters.
Do you believe in a 1-poster or 2-poster solution?
I believe in 2-poster solution. I'm a graphic designer. I'm about posters. I'm all for posters.
So yeah, I don't think you understood what I was saying. I'm talking about the West Bank and Gaza, and we should interfere there, just like we've interfered in Nazi Germany, in Japan. We need to work to observe and enforce their education system, because if you just leave them to their own,
it's not working. We're doing that for... Look.
No, why you keep saying that?
Since the end of the war, that same war that we're coming back to, Japan has become a major industry in the world. Germany is one of 2 mega power in Europe, France and Germany. Those guys who were enemies are now best friends. Germany is, by the way, one of our best friends. The world has changed. People have evolved. People have become...
They didn't do it
for
on
the
their
better.
own. After World War I, you saw what happens. They did Nazi Germany.
Okay.
So you can't just leave them on their own.
And then you go to war, you kill a lot of them, and at the end of the day, you make a peace agreement and you separate, you rule over Germany for a few years, you demilitarize Germany, you make sure that they're not, and
but
you
can
let
I
them
just
be
ask
Germany.
You, when did we de-radicalize the West
But
Bank?
you have to get
me-
out
No,
of, you
No,
can't
no.
be, okay,
you're wrong.
so
This
keep
i-
on doing that.
No.
At
But-
the end of the day, it's the same, and that's where we're conflicted, and that's where I'm a lefty, and you're obviously, you won't let them have their own country, and that's the issue.
What are you talking about?
Get the fuck out of the West Bank. Get out of there. It's not yours. Get out of there. You
What-
want to be in and to be, I'm here until you get better. I'm here to help. No. You have to completely withdraw from the West Bank and say, this
Like
is
in Gaza?
Israel. Like in Gaza.
Just,
Like
just a
in
higher
Gaza.
wall.
Yes.
Okay, this makes no sense.
Okay?
I'll tell you what makes no sense. First of all, you don't give me an example of de-radicalization.
There is only 2 solutions. One, you index, you're annexing the West Bank. You're saying, you know what? Enough with this bullshit. This is part of Israel. This is Israel.
No,
Now,
America
Israel-
didn't annex Germany.
okay, but they're not there now.
They were there for a few years to make sure that they don't
few
teach.
years. We're
No,
there for.
But they did something. But they did something that we don't.
Okay.
They did something that we don't.
No, come on, man. We're
What-
there
what-
for 50 years.
But-
50 years. My father was there. I was there. Probably my daughter next year she's gonna be there. I mean,
But you
it's a
didn't.
generational issue.
But you didn't do what you had to do there. Do you understand that?
I tried to get in their school. I tried to get in their mind. We tried everything.
Give me an example.
I have no example to give you.
Yeah, because we didn't do it.
Okay, so I didn't do it. So you do it. Okay, so you write their books and you try to tell their teacher what to say
We can
in
just
schools.
We can just tell them what not to teach. We have a few things that you cannot teach. You cannot teach that you need to free Palestine by going and attacking the whole of Israel.
Okay, so if you think that's the...
But you understand that we didn't do that?
I don't understand that we're not doing that. I understand that we did everything in our power to make friend with them,
Anything about that?
and that,
No.
and that.
So show me that we did
I
that.
have
Okay,
no...
for the next podcast, you need to show me proof.
Okay, I'm not showing you because I have no proof of... I don't know. I'm not... I don't know enough on this matter.
Well, so
but
you seem to know enough to have an opinion that we should let them be on their
okay,
own.
so you know what? We didn't do that. We didn't do. I don't.
And
Again,
that is the
I
problem.
don't think that's the issue. I don't think that will change anything. You are dealing with someone that doesn't like you. You don't have... I mean,
No.
why would we? Why are we... It's counterproductive. We're killing ourselves. It's like having to go to the dentist. And
I feel like giving up with you.
no,
I feel like there's no you're not willing to confront this is what needs to be done. We need to stop future terrorists from forming by focusing on de-radicalization, education, media, the way people express themselves. You cannot call for what they're calling right now.
and how is it done? Who is doing that? Are we doing it? Is
Yeah, we need to do it.
Qatar is doing
We
that?
can
or-
have other people help. It doesn't matter. But this is what needs to be done.
Okay,
Elaborate.
elaborate on this scenario. Okay, you.
All right, so at the moment,
I'm buying. Okay.
And in the West Bank, the narrative the meaning that they give to everything that's going on, teachers teach or talk about or anyone call for the destruction of Israel. They just can't do it.
Okay, how you implement that?
Just like in any country. I mean, if I were here in Israel, if I post on Facebook that I want to destroy Israel,
Okay.
could I be arrested for it?
No.
Why not? Of course
Because it's democracy and you can say whatever you want. But
No,
it's
but
another
let's
issue.
Let's say I put up. There was a Jewish guy a ton of years back. He went into some cave and he killed 29.
Okay.
You remember this guy? Like
Yeah.
a Jew terrorist in Israel.
Yeah.
If I put his photo on Facebook and say this is my hero, and put some verse from the Tanakh, from the Torah, I could go. I can be interrogated for it, right?
The Minister of Security in Israel, the actual Minister of Security in Israel, has his poster in his office.
What do you mean his poster?
Is not arresting itself,
Wait.
himself. Ben Gvir
He has the
has
guy.
a
This guy.
he has
the
this
guy
guy
who
in
killed
his
20
house. Yes, he has a poster of him in his house.
Of the guy who killed the 20
Yeah.
Muslims.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
let's
that's not
talk
the
about
issue.
changing the government then.
Okay.
No, I was just explaining of ways to do it, but let's talk about the government.
Okay.
I'm running for office.
Okay.
Have I told you this?
I'm happy for you. I'll vote for you.
Even if I join the Likud?
No, I won't.
All right, so should I start another party?
Yes.
What should I call it?
The not Likud.
Or should I join a different one? I have like a strategy. I want to hear your thoughts. I thought of just
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Implementation of your narrative.
Mm.
How
How does this?
does
out?
this work? How do you get
Mm-hmm.
to have the Palestinians
Mm-hmm.
not talking about from the river to the sea, blah, blah, blah? Explain to me.
You just ban it. You make it illegal. You make it that this is
But again, how? I mean,
we have
mechanics. Explain to me how. Are you the police there?
yeah.
Is there a special police for that? How does it work?
Yeah, it could be a special police. It could be part of the IDF. That doesn't matter. What matters is you cannot call for this. You cannot educate people for it. You can't have these speeches in the mosques. They can't. You just can't call for the annihilation of Israel, and if you do, this is a criminal offense that you can go to jail for. And
But
and
you
then
are-
you
but
create
you-
the opposite effect of what's going on right now. Right now,
But
if
you are
you-
the one who's implementing that. You as Israel.
Israel or another country doesn't matter.
Okay. Sorry, I cut you.
Yeah, and then you'll have the opposite effect of what's going on right now. Right now, if you try to speak for normalizing a relationship with Israel, then you get beaten up. So we need to it's not about writing the exact words in the textbooks. It's just this specific thing, teaching that it is a high calling to be a martyr is not allowed. And to attack Israeli civilians or soldiers as if it's a cool thing, it's not allowed. And you enforce it. And then there will be change.
So I have a problem with the enforcing part of it.
Yeah.
And I have a problem with being the one who is enforcing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, the moment you're trying to be the enforcer of minds games, minds changing, you'll become the aggressor. You'll become the colonist. You'll become the one that telling me how to think. You're becoming the mind police. Don't touch it. I mean, touch that. No, I don't want you to disconnect. That's okay. And we can't be, because we'll always will be perceived as the oppressor who try to change the mind of the young kids in the Gaza Strip, in the West Bank. You can't be that person. You can't be the one that you can't be in their life.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's a very legitimate thing to not allow any calling to murder people or to annihilate the state of Israel. This is a very legitimate thing.
To me, you can call all you want.
No,
Call for morning.
Why do you separate calling between doing? Calling leads to doing. That's how it
again,
happens.
But again, look at the result. I think that the state of mind should be something else. We separate from them, and some other party, maybe they at some point they make friends with, let's say, the Saudis, okay? Or the Iraqis. I don't know. Some of their good friends somewhere in the Middle East. And this guy decide, you know what? We're going to help you. And they are talk with the UN, and Europe gets in, and even the States gets in, and Russia gets in, and say, you know what? We're going to help you build a country. You're going to have at the end, in 5 years from now, you're going to have, you're going to have a country. You will not have to go to work for the Israeli. You're not talking to the Israeli. No Israel involved. You're going to have your own country. And if you want to go to work somewhere, you will go to Egypt or to Jordany, but you will have good life. And when someone has a good life, when he's going to work, when you're going to work, you're not thinking of murdering people.
Wrong.
Okay?
You have a Western mind.
Yeah, that's the one that works.
Yeah, but they don't have it.
But I don't care. I'm not changing their minds.
No, but
I don't want to be the one in charge of changing their mind. I have, and again, look at the result. We have a country. Tell me how many Nobel Prizes the Palestinians have, and how many the Israeli have. And that tells you the whole story.
No, but that is because we haven't implemented the de-radicalization of the people. Because
do we had to be radicalized?
it
We, the Israeli,
should-
did someone radicalize us? No,
Eh,
right? We didn't have in mind
yeah, no, also nobody
the idea of going back to Berlin in
but
whorehouses.
nobody de-radicalized America. Some people need it, some people don't need it. Germany needed it. Japan needed it.
No, Japan and Japan and Germany needed money to rebuild. And what the States did with the Marshall Plan was to rebuild Germany under some condition. They put a billion ton of money in Germany and said, but it's come with a price. It's separate in few quarters. The French will be in charge of that one, the British,
Yeah.
the German, the Russian,
Mhm.
and us the USA. And we'll manage it for a
Yeah.
short time, and then you do you.
We don't do that with the West Bank.
We don't do nothing. We're just there.
Yeah, we agree. We should do it. We should de-radicalize it, and you can bring them money, aid, but it has to come with the conditions. Up until now, we haven't confronted them about the conditions. We imagined in our Western mind that somehow they will be so prosperous that they will decide to,
Look, Dean, the big difference was that at the end of the war, there were some land that was lost by Germany. Okay, the French took, I don't know, Alsace and Lorraine, and I mean, nobody cares. But so there were some but at the end of the day, it was clear that Germany was still Germany. It didn't become part of France. It wasn't annexed by France.
I'm not
It
asking
was
to annex them.
nobody say we are annexing now Japan. You are Japan.
Right.
We need to say to ourselves and to the world and to the Palestinian, this is Palestine. This place,
No, you can't decide that for them.
that's the issue.
No, that's they need to decide that.
No, we need to decide.
No, you
Because we won.
no, because
the-
you want two states. I'm saying it doesn't matter if it's two states or one state.
What do you want? You want no states?
I don't mind if it's one or two. For me, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think we should put the focus on de-radicalization, and we should give them the choice. They can decide, you know what, I want to be part of your country, or they can say, I want my own country. They can decide it for themselves.
Why aren't you deciding for yourself? Do you really want to take? Do you have?
After they're de-radicalized, yeah, I can take them.
So separate from them, separate from Palestine, declare it a country, and in 20 years ask them, do you want to join us?
You can't.
You want a
you can't
divorce,
make them drink. You can't
You
make
want a divorce, but you want to still come and visit the woman that you're divorcing. You want to still live in her
No.
dining room,
No,
and
no.
you want to tell her how to raise the kid.
I'm holding. This is someone's knife. He's holding it. Take the knife. He's trying to kill me. You tell me, Dean, you need to let go of your hand. No, I need to make sure that he promises me that he doesn't kill me. Up until now, we haven't done that.
Okay.
We haven't made them promise. They don't promise, and you can't just let go of the hand of the person who has the knife trying to kill you.
Okay. I guess that was a nice conversation. Again, we're not getting anywhere, but at least we're
Why?
we're developing the ideas in the mind of those. I mean, we're talking for more than an hour about. Okay, you have your point of view. I have
no,
mine.
but I give reasons. You don't give any reasons.
I give you my reasons.
No, you didn't give any. There's no logic in what you're saying. What's logical?
That's something else.
What's logical about just letting them go when they clearly saying they want to kill you? How can you just get out of there?
I don't even understand the question. You want to kill me, you can want all you want. At the end of the day, you're losing. you want to kill me,
No.
but it's you dying. So you keep on doing that
Are
and
you-
keep on doing me, and let's meet again in 20 years. That's okay. You keep on at some again. My logic is, I'm not in charge of you, and if you want to go crazy in yours in the part of your lands, okay. Know for a fact that if you're going too much crazy, I will bomb the shit out of you every time. Every time. I will do again and again what we are doing now. So you have now a path, a clear path.
The-
You can build yourself a country. You can beat Hamas out of the Gaza Strip for yourself, and you can become Singapore. Or you can keep on doing what you're doing and winning. A good
Mhm.
win. Yes, good. I'm not in charge of you. I'm not going to be the Ministry of Education in Palestine. Not even. Why? I'm not even.
For the
I'm-
safety of your kids.
No, I need my education. The Ministry of Education in Israel is already in a bad shape. I don't need to take another country. You don't have kids. You don't. I'm sorry.
But I teach languages to kids. So I
Okay.
know exactly.
So you know how school looks like.
Yes.
It's bad.
All right. Do you want to talk? I wonder if you just disagree with me for the podcast. to
No,
make it
no. I
interesting.
disagree with you because I'm disagreeing with you. I'm happy to make some conflict for the viewer, but no.
So
No,
i-
that's my point of view.
the place you're coming from, your perspective assumes that they would come to the conclusion that it's not worthwhile to have this belief that they need to liberate the entirety of
I
Palestine.
don't care. Are you becoming Minister of Education in Iran?
I'm not asking to be the Minister of Education in the West Bank. I'm just asking to de-radicalize this very specific.
Because in Iran, they're also teaching their kids to hate Jews.
We should also work there.
But
yeah.
you're not doing that there. You know why? Because you can't.
But
because-
here I can.
Why?
Here I can.
You
Here,
can't. You're
I-
not doing it there.
In
You're not
in
even
Iran?
thinking about it. Are you
No,
think?
I do think about it.
Yes, but
should
you're
do
not
it.
doing it. We should, but we're not. You're not doing it in Algeria. You're not doing it in
Well, we
Libya.
every-
You're not
almost
doing it.
every other day we have a terror attack coming from the West Bank. So it's the most pressing issue. Algeria, I don't know where the last time they had a terror attack from Algeria.
Again, you're talking about radicalization and people thinking about the right of Israel to exist and talking about in mosque. There are people talking about eradicating Israel from the map in mosque right now in Brussels, in Berlin, in Paris, in London, in Dublin.
Yeah, I agree. We should
What
work
are
on
you
all of
doing
it.
about?
We should work on all of it, but what do you think is
But
the
you're
most
not working on. I mean, you're not there. It's not. Again, you don't have to try to change their minds. You just have to keep on doing you
No, that's
and be strong enough.
no.
So every time that someone is attacking you, you're stronger than him, and you're telling him you're gonna die. And you can keep on talking whatever shit you want in your mosque, whatever.
No, you're wrong. Okay, give me an example that will help you understand. Let's say there was a classroom, and you saw it through the window that the teacher there is calling to kill all Arabs. Kids, your highest calling in life is to kill Arabs. Use all your life and your wealth and everything you have to do so. And there's a poster. Here's a kid. He's 12 years old. He stabbed someone Arab. Do you think that you should be involved, or you should? You know what? I'm just gonna let this class continue and see in 20 years what happens. What would you do?
No, me.
Yeah.
If it's in my classroom,
No, it's not your classroom. You're not the principal of the
it's
school.
it's an Israeli classroom. It's in Israel.
It's in Israel. It's in France.
So it's my
wherever.
job. Yeah. So as an Israeli, it's my job as the Ministry let's say I'm the Minister of Education, so it's my job to teach the kids to love each other and not to hate Arabs or Palestinians or whoever.
Okay,
This
would you
is-
do that? How would you do that? You have this teacher. That's what she's doing. What would you do?
I
with
will
this teacher?
fire her on the spot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we should be doing.
But you can't fire someone that is not in your country. You're not in charge of her.
We are.
That's
in
the
charge.
issue.
Yeah, we have military rule there. We are.
Okay,
we are in
so
charge.
again, we've being in charge of an entire population
Yeah.
that you're not indexing. They're not part of Israel.
What
They're
we-
not themselves.
we're
They're
doing- But what we're
again,
doing right now
the
is
occupation.
no.
That's the issue with the occupation.
No, but
you
we haven't-
had
we
to
haven't done
let
it
go of it.
no, we haven't done it so far. What we've done so far.
I don't care what you've done. Let go of the fucking Palestinians. Let them have their own country. Let someone teach their teacher what to teach. It's not you
Okay,
teaching.
would you be more happy if some other country would be in charge of doing that?
I don't
Why-
care.
why
I
don't
will
you-
be happy. Yes, I
Why
would
don't
be.
you care? This is important.
It's not.
It's not
It's-
important to make sure the teacher doesn't teach
At
the
that
kill?
point of the conversation, after 15 years of occupation, of having tried to get
He
along
meant 50 years.
15, yeah,
Not
50,
15, yeah.
50, 50, sorry. Bad Hebrew, bad English. We're not getting anywhere. And
We haven't tried it once.
okay, you're going back to that same.
No, but this is your argument is we've been doing it for 50 years, and I'm saying we haven't did it 1 second.
Okay, so keep the occupation ongoing. Create another Ministry of Education for Palestinians affair, and see how it goes. I'm telling you now. I'm betting money. It's not gonna work. It never works.
It worked in
It's-
Germany and in Japan.
No, it didn't.
Why
It
not?
didn't because Germans knew that they were part of Germany. They were in Germany, right? They were under
No.
some occupation for few years.
That's what we need to do.
For few years,
No, but
not 50 years.
when
No one
after World
wants to be on. Look,
Yeah,
if you were a Palestinian,
no, it's not the point. The
Okay.
occupation is not the problem here.
it's the problem.
Germany also had a few years that where other countries were in charge of them, and they did what they had to do. We don't do the same here. There's a big difference.
Okay.
And I'll
Okay.
give you proof. After the First World War, they really let Germany go, and then they could have given whatever meaning they want to give. So they give the meaning of we need to try harder. We need to attack more. If we let go of the occupation of the military rule they were having in West Bank, they can tell themselves, here we go. Now we have the freedom. We need to develop a stronger army and attack Israel more peacefully.
I'm not agreeing with you, but that's okay.
Oh.
I'm not agreeing with you. I mean, that's part of what happened, but we're not agreeing on that issue. But again, that's okay. That's part of being a democracy and having strong feelings. And you know what?
What we've been doing for the last 50 years is waiting outside of the classroom with guns, and whoever comes with a gun, shooting him. We should have got into the classroom. That's what we should be doing.
Okay. Let's make a stop on that
Mhm.
for that week. Another issue for this week, or maybe
Change of government.
change of government
Do you have a problem with
here in Israel?
Yeah, do you have a problem with our current
That's
Prime Minister?
another hour. That's another long hour discussion. But I'm okay. It can be a two-part
Two parts.
a two-part
Yeah, there is
a
episode
podcast.
3. This is episode
So
3.
that was episode 2.
Yeah.